Nice hiss. Howdy, everybody. Hit the sub button. Hit the subscribe. Send me money. Go buy an Undead Chronic t-shirt at undeadchronicgivememoney.com/420. Happy Friday. So I'm sitting around looking at my phone. I got this freaking headache all day. And no drinking or nothing. And it's like, oh, geez, I hope I'm not getting sick. There's some crap running around. Yeah, God. No, it's not the coof. It's not that. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. So happy Friday. So you may have heard the sad news about the USS the Sullivans, which is, sinking up in Buffalo, New York. And it's got a big, long history. You may have heard of the 5 Sullivan brothers who I was listening to the narrative from like Dark Skies or Dark Seas, one of the channels that does like documentaries and war and stuff. And these guys are they were from Waterloo, Iowa, 5 brothers. And they all either were drafted or enlisted in the Navy in 1942. And apparently it was the rules at the time where, siblings couldn't serve together because bad things can happen, which they unfortunately did. But evidently they wrote to the government and got a waiver that these brothers could serve together. And so they were serving, all 5 of these guys, on the Juno ship in the Pacific theater. And it was torpedoed by a Japanese, submarine or ship. And the ship went down, apparently, like, boom, just they hit it and gone. And many, many, many people died, hundreds of people. There were 10 survivors, but all 5 of the Sullivan brothers were killed in that action. And there's been movies made about it, apparently referenced in Saving Private Ryan, because I think the whole gist of that movie is similar, right? There's, one brother left, right? And so Tom Hanks' character has to go out or was it Tom Hanks? I think it was Tom Hanks. Has to go out and find the last brother, get him out of the war, because the rest of his brothers are dead, serving in the war. And so it's kind of a similar theme. But yeah, all 5 of the Sullivan brothers were killed in World War II, 1942. And so, in honor of the 5 Sullivan brothers, the United States Navy commissioned a ship, and they called her the Sullivans, USS the Sullivans. And there is a newer ship. This the one that's sinking has been decommissioned for 60 years, something like that, a long time. There is a newer USS the Sullivans, which is a more modern Navy ship. But this one's decommissioned in 65. Approximately 1965. Served in World War II and in the Korean conflict, and then was decommissioned. And so it's been sitting in Buffalo for a very long time, 30, 40 years. And it's in a naval park. They have various ships up there. And those are really interesting. I think me and Johnny were in, where the hell were we? North Carolina, I believe. And they had, I think it was the USS North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Docked there, was a museum ship. We didn't get to go in, but it was like, that was cool. Those damn things are big. It's like, holy crap. And of course, when I was in Mobile, they had the USS Alabama was in Mobile Bay. And that's like, holy God. You just don't know how big they are until you really kind of get up close to them. Pretty amazing. So anyway, unfortunately, the ship is taking on water and kind of listing, and they're trying to figure out what the hell to do. They were repairing the ship, but she started to take on water like a week ago, and now they're still trying to do what they can, sending divers in. I suppose they're going to plug holes, whatever they need to do, and they're pumping water out. So hopefully they'll be able to save the ship. Because it's a obviously a big piece of history, right? With the connection to the Sullivan brothers and World War II in Korea. Anyway, so I ran across, just to show you, these guys were from Waterloo, Iowa. So they have the Sullivan Brothers Veterans Museum in Waterloo, Iowa. And I think they have the Sullivan Brothers like Civic Center or something where they do concerts up there. Not sure. It's been a while since I've been to Waterloo. But yeah. Anyway, so I came across this. And now it's going to kill the audio, isn't it? Yes. It always does that when you... Okay. All right. Tell you what. Hold on. Hold on now. I will... it stopped sharing anyway. Oh no, is this YouTube? No, hey, Polska, what's up? Share screen. We have any Navy guys in the audience? You know about ships and stuff? Audio, share tab audio. Yes, okay. For some reason it didn't share, but okay, now we're back. And so I ran across this news report. This is WKBW, Channel 7, Action News, Buffalo. Wasn't this where that, what was that, the God movie with Jim Carrey was supposedly in Buffalo? Remember that? I can't remember what that was called. Jeez. I've got a headache. No, Polska. I just cracked the beer, so shh. I was working all day. All right. Anyway, so USS the Sullivans partially sinking at Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park. USS Sullivans, decommissioned United States Navy Fletcher-class destroyer, appeared to be partially. How does it appear to be sinking? It either is or it isn't. What? Oh my God. Anyway, let's listen to this news reporter now. Hamster, as you know, used to do a radio, and you sort of have to think on your feet. You have to kind of be there. You know what I'm saying? And these two people in this news report are allegedly professional media people. Let's. Oh my God! Evan Almighty is or no? It was yeah. It wasn't Evan Almighty. It was the other one, wasn't it? Evan Almighty was like the part 2 one. It was, oh, jeez. What the? My brain's dead. Polska Bob, hamster sounds beer-free. Yeah, I got a headache. Ugh. Hey, tell me, Polska, what is that 07 thing? Sober hamster is lame. What are you saying, Polska? Bruce Almighty, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was kind of a cute movie, actually. Bruce Almighty. Thank you, Aldwick. All right, let's get to this. Look at the quality here of these news reporters. Now, I mean, I understand Buffalo isn't New York City. I get it. It's still a major market, right? It's a pretty big place. And this is the sort of quality you get, I guess, at Channel 7.
Sullivan's a decommissioned naval destroyer that you can see behind me here is currently partially underwater. If you take a look over my shoulder, you can see it is on a serious pitch.
It's on a serious pitch, people. Boy, that ship is pitching, man. That's a pitching ship. Serious pitch. I mean, now I know some of these reporters, they usually don't. They're not required to ad lib. You know, everything is written out for them, and it's teleprompting and da 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 da. But come on, couldn't you just do a little bit of? Jesus. Where's Ian Blades? Ian's he's a Navy guy. He's a Royal Navy guy. He could probably tell us a little more about it. Well, yes, it appears the ship is listing. Yes, dear. Yes.
Officials here tell us that it started a breach in the hull.
Is that loud enough?
Started water over my shoulder. You can see it is.
We're not really looking over your shoulder, dear. We're kind of looking in front of you.
On a serious pitch.
A serious pitch. Yo, man.
Officials here tell us that it started a breach in the hull.
It started a breach in the hull. It started with a breach in the hull, perhaps? There was a breach in the hull that allowed water to get into the ship. Now, I know this is supposedly live TV, but really, Okay, well, you'll see in a minute why she's on TV.
Started water pouring in about 9 o'clock last night.
That would have been the 13th. So this is like a week or so ago.
Causing this already damaged ship to take on even more water. Emergency repair crews have been on scene all day long, working to determine what exactly caused this breach. Crews have been.
I would guess it's probably a hole in the hull. You know, if I had to, call me crazy. I know I'm kind of a crazy person, but I would think if the hull gets the hull with a hole in it, it probably would get water.
Been in the water trying to figure this out. There's also been city crews as well.
And on a side note, before I rip into the reporters here, that is kind of sad to see a ship like that, doesn't it? Kind of sinking like that. That's it's almost hard to look at. It's really sad. So we'll get an update here after we rip the reporters.
Well, as fire crews here, I want to show you what we have been seeing all day. People from near and far have been coming out to this park to see what is.
Well, millions.
An historic ship in a historic moment of time.
In a historic moment of time.
It is true.
Am I wrong? Couldn't you have prepped just a little? Couldn't you written something down on your tablet there? Okay, let's see. I don't know anything about Navy ships, but let's see. Breach in the hull, list, ship, she. Okay. No. Okay.
Truly on a striking angle, to see it in person. I had to come down here this afternoon and see it.
No, you had to come down here and see it because you were told to. Action News 7, live.
In person. A striking angle, to see it in person.
A striking angle. The angle of the list is striking, yes.
I had to come down here this afternoon and see it in person.
Fix my hair. Okay.
It really is striking to see.
I mean, I don't know who this person is. I'm sure she's wonderful. But she looks like she's got it caked on pretty thick here. Don't you think, gents? Or is it me? It looks like it was a pound, maybe.
These images show a before and after of the ship. You can see back in November.
Did she say a 4? I was going to say, oh, well. Okay.
In person. I had to come down here this afternoon and see it in person.
I hope she doesn't have to say coxswain or bosun. Well, see, this guy used to be the coxswain here on this here boat.
It really is striking to see. These images show a before and after of
I think she meant to say a before and after, but it sounded like a fore and after.
The ship. You can see back in November.
Yeah, well, there's the ship. USS the Sullivans right here. And this is, that's unfortunately what happens. Now, what I've read is that the hull on this ship is very, very thin. Now, I heard on some story, 3/8 of an inch. That sounds a little bit too light. So maybe they meant an inch and 3/8. I don't know. But apparently it's thinner than normally you would expect on a ship.
Ship repairs were underwater at the time, but
so they were repairing the ship. Apparently they have to constantly upkeep the ship because it's getting little holes in the hull and all that stuff. Okay.
It was still floating upright. Now today, it has dropped several feet into the canal. I want to bring in my.
Well, I mean, I hate to nitpick, but if a ship is sinking, it usually does. Well,
colleague, 7 News reporter Michael Schwartz. Michael, you have been here since early this morning. One thing that I found to be interesting when officials told us today that this ship has been sitting on about 5 feet of water. That's what it's floating on. It's just about 5 feet of water, and yet.
Okay, so it's got 5 feet, right? The magic of buoyancy, right? And I'm no ship guy, but
when you look at the angle that it is on, boy, it looks like it's just.
If you look at the angle that it's on. Is she even speaking English? Sprechen Sie Inglés? If you look at the angle of the list, maybe would be a better way to say it. I don't know. It looks to be about almost 45 degrees. Yeah, it's not good.
Sinking deep and deep and deep into the water.
Okay, dear, sweetie, you just said the water in that area is 5 feet deep. It can only go 5 feet down. Once it hits the bottom, it doesn't sink anymore. Am I wrong, guys? Like I said, I understand it's live television, but come on now. Yeah, Michael Halhoub. Yeah, that's right. That's what the USS, the Sullivans, is named after. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Patched several holes, pumping it out. It's afloat, but still a lot of water. Well, good. We'll get an update here. Boat Prawn, thank you. Thank you, Polska. So glad you showed up tonight.
Right. All
and I see you've been streaming. You have a channel? I didn't know that.
Long, you saw it continuing to gradually sink, but there wasn't really panic here when I got here around 9 a.m. this morning. It seemed
okay. Let me just, if I might, because it is obviously my video. What good would it do to panic? It is what it is, right? You got to get some pumps in there. You got to start pumping the water out. You got to fix the hole. It's not going to make much difference if you run around and scream or just, hey, we got a problem here. Let's get this sorted out. Let's get the boat people in here. Right?
It seemed like people knew what they were doing. Had there have been deeper waters, maybe there would have been more urgency to make sure that it was never submerged. But
so he said there would have been more urgency, perhaps, if there was deeper water. And then I guess they would have saved it. So if they could have saved it if it was deeper, why can't they save it when it's not as deep?
But right now, it is staying where it is. Now, this ship has...
Indeed, it is. Well, right now, Johnny, the ship is staying where she is. Uh-huh. Yes.
Listed or has tilted in the past, sparking
listed, yes,
fundraising efforts that proved to be successful. Now, the CEO of this park says they do have the money, but timing to continue work on the ship just wasn't on their side.
And look at that, knowing nod of the head. The timing just wasn't on their side. Shake head. That must be like the Brown Institute television. How do you do?
All hands on deck to lift the deck of the USS the Sullivans out of the Buffalo Harbor as it sank.
Now, if you either one of these ships moved a little bit, maybe the one that's floating, but you could see it look like there's a little movement there. Anyway,
lower and lower Thursday morning. This was at 9 a.m. and this is what the ship looked like by noon.
I would say it's on the bottom right now.
This is a sad day for the Naval Park, all right? Nobody wanted to see this happen. That's why we were taking measures to stay on top of it.
CEO and president of the Naval Park, Paul Marzello, says he was notified Wednesday night of a major breach in the ship's hull. Later,
ooh, that is a list. Holy crap. It's not quite up against the dock, but holy geez.
Saying it's in the aft of midship. Looking at this drone image, that's this area closer to the stern.
I guess that's after the midship then.
It breaks my heart because
yeah, okay. Yeah, we get it. Let's go back to the two reporters. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay.
Now, those workers on that boat you're seeing, you see the name Bitco. Well, that's that local marine group company that has been here all morning, continuing work throughout the afternoon. Marzello
yes.
says they've been pumping 13,000 gallons of water per the minute. And actually, if you pumping 13 for all.
Now, you'd think this wouldn't be a hard phrase, would you? They've been pumping 13,000 gallons of water per minute.
All morning, continuing work throughout the afternoon. Marzello says they've been pumping 13,000 gallons of water per the minute. And actually,
per the minute.
If you look over to the left, there's that
oh, God.
gray bucket-like object. Well,
the gray bucket-like object.
that was at the stern, the back of the ship earlier. That was floating just in the water. They just retrieved that. So they.
Well, I mean, she's cute. even with all that
They're
makeup.
starting to now retrieve the things that were on board. All right, so what's the next option? Well, Marzello said the best option would be to dry dock this ship to preserve it, to save the USS Sullivans. That would
So you'd have to get it to float first, though, before you got to the dry dock. I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some Navy guy that can tell me, but I think they drive the ship into the dock and then they drain the dock. Is that about right?
would be a process.
So if it's stuck on the bottom of the water or on the bottom of the lake, it's not going to work.
$5 to $7 million in cost, but structural engineers said that it is so weak that ship it wouldn't make it through that process. So right now, what their main focus is to fix and reinforce any damage on that boat to then look at future options. And that's what this crew is investigating. And as this boat is now heading out to continue to look at the entire area.
What is she doing with her head? Okay, watch her head.
This crew is investigating, and as
Shaking,
this boat
no.
is now heading out
Shaking,
to
yes.
continue
Eyes
to look
blinking,
at the
yes,
entire
no.
area.
Shake. I mean, is that part of it? Looking knowingly and sadly at her colleague.
Incredible to me, Michael, that they
Oh, yes. Yes, dear. Then again, maybe I'm just being an asshole. Oh, yeah, well, I'm good at it. So.
This ship to preserve it, to save
Shake your head, yes.
the USS Sullivans. That would
Hair flopping in the wind.
be a process, $5 to $7 million
Shake
in
your head.
cost. But
Blink your eyes.
structural engineers said that it is so weak that ship it wouldn't make it
Shake it, no.
through that process. So right now, what their main focus is to fix
gotta move that hair.
and reinforce
Yeah, there
any damage on that boat.
Shake the
to
head.
Then
Shake the
look
other
at
head.
future options, and that's what
No,
this crew
shake,
is
yes,
investigating.
no, shake.
And
Go.
as this boat is now heading out to continue to look at the entire area. But
just
I mean, is she just thinking to herself, shut up, I got to talk here. I don't know. I mean, it's
incredible to me, Michael, that they have the money to do this. They had everything lined up. The company you just referenced, Bidco, was scheduled to be here on Monday
4
to
days.
start the work, just 4 days from now. But of course, timing not working out on their side. With the
Yes, sometimes things happen.
president of this park saying that this ship is not going to sink on his watch.
Well, it's not going to sink anymore because it's already at the bottom of the water. Oh, God. Oh, should we... Hey, I can do this because I used to be a professional asshole. Now I'm a super professional asshole. Yeah. Energy vampire getting her... I don't know, Jay. Bolska Bob, what do you think? Is she shaking her head in an odd manner? Yeah. Let's see if we can find another story. I was watching some of these news reports. I mean, they do. Maybe I can find that one. They do the handoff. It's like, yes, Johnny Puker is at the Erie Naval Park, and he has a report on the USS the Sullivans. Boy, the weather's been shitty today, hasn't it? Yeah, the weather sucks, but hey, it's going to get better later. John Puker, our weather guy, will give us all the details in a moment. Oh, by the way, yeah, the ship is sinking. So there's that. Oh, my God. Okay, let's see here. Where's a newer one? Maybe we can find a worse one. 3 days ago. Okay. Inside Edition. This isn't too bad.
Why doesn't every home in the U.S. have solar panels? The number one reason is not about sunlight or weather or even politics.
What is it?
It's actually just because most people don't
See, you can get this solar panel and it might light up an LED. Maybe.
know that solar is available at no cost to install if you qualify.
Oh, it's the Generac power thing.
People just assume they have to pay thousands
Okay, now though that big of a panel, you get a little more juice out of it.
of dollars to buy the panels and thousands more to get technicians to
That would be a big solar
install them. But the truth is that qualified homeowners can now get paid over $2,500 to install the newest generation of American-made solar panels and a Generac home battery through Pink Energy.
No shit. Pink Energy. Okay. Well, at least they have the battery because you're going to need that when the sun isn't out.
Generating your own power with solar means you don't have to rely solely on your electric company to keep your lights on.
Yeah.
You can also potentially save thousands of dollars on your electric bills. To top it off, the Generac home battery will give your home protection for blackouts so you won't be left in the dark.
Oh, so it's an uninterruptible power supply. Okay.
It's incredibly easy to find out if your home is eligible.
Well, look at that. Island Hermit could be sitting there. Why?
All you have to do is click the link below to take the short 30-second quiz to get started.
What did she say? The short 30-second quiz? Did you hear that? Unfortunately, they don't let you go back. If you could take the short 30-second quiz. What am I talking about?
A legendary Navy warship is in danger of sinking.
I think it has sunk. It's on the bottom of the water.
This floating history.
The ship is the USS the Sullivans.
Yep.
It's named in honor of the 5 Sullivan brothers who lost their lives when the ship they were serving on together was torpedoed.
And the guy in the middle, that's her grandfather. So that's interesting. They have one of the relatives of these guys, that woman.
In World War II. The story of the Sullivan brothers was portrayed in a 1944 movie, The Fighting Sullivans.
I christened the USS the Sullivans.
And that's their, I don't know if this is reenactment or whatever, but the brother's mother actually christened the ship. This very ship that's sinking, that's cool.
It also served as the inspiration for Steven Spielberg's movie.
Oh, we're going to get a copyright. Better be careful. Yeah, it was Tom Hanks. Yeah, I thought so. Let's go by that. All right.
The USS the Sullivans is now a floating museum in Buffalo, New York. But the hull is cracked, and the ship is taking on water and listing badly.
Well, at least this guy has the words right. That's good.
I am putting out an SOS across the federal government. Save
Chuck Wagon Schumer.
Our Sullivans.
Yep.
Teacher Kelly Sullivan is the granddaughter of the youngest Sullivan brother,
right there.
19-year-old Al. That's Al depicted in the final scene of the movie, The Fighting Sullivans, ascending to heaven with his brothers.
Yep.
My third graders were with me when I first saw the videos and the pictures, and there were a lot of tears in the classroom. Even my third graders were crying.
Do you think the ship can be saved?
I truly hope so. My goal is to have my grandkids someday visit the ship.
Still fighting, the warship that honors 5 heroic brothers who gave their lives for their country.
Yeah, wow. That is quite a list, though. Holy crap. How many days ago was this? Let's see, a few days ago. Okay, there's got to be a newer one here somewhere. I hope they got it under control. I think somebody in the comments said they have it under control. Oh, did you see this idiot? Did you see this?
In addition to providing the best quality new transformers available on the market, Maddox also provides best-in-class reconditioned.
Now, why would I be getting a Transformer commercial? Why? What weird algorithm is going on here where the hamster gets a Transformers
from all major top-tier manufacturers.
Okay.
Our certified reconditioned transformers carry,
and you can take out that nasty oil crap in there.
Carry the same industry-leading 3-year warranty as our new transformers.
The what was that? Something. It was prevented or put it in there to stop them from burning.
But with a much shorter lead time and lower cost to the customer.
Okay.
Every Maddox reconditioned transformer starts with a full battery of chemical and electrical diagnostics.
I mean, who doesn't want to watch a commercial about Transformers?
To ensure it's in top-notch condition before the reconditioning process begins. The unit is then carefully disassembled.
Was it PCBs? I think they had the oil in there, and it turns out it was bad.
For a thorough internal inspection. Any necessary internal repairs are made, up to complete winding and core replacement.
Do you check the resist?
The
internal
assembly is then cured at 200 degrees in a bake-out oven to remove excess moisture prior to reassembly.
No, that's good. That's good.
Any defective gauges or components are replaced.
Oh.
Any tank and radiator defects are repaired.
Cool.
Every gasket is replaced. Insulating fluid is processed or replaced.
There it is. There's that stuff.
Replaced with new as needed. The unit is then tested per ANSI and IEEE recommendations to ensure that the unit is performing at the highest level.
But do you check the resistance?
Finally, the unit is finished with a new coat of paint so
All
that
right.
it works and looks like new. From this to this.
Wow.
From old
to brand new.
Every Maddox reconditioned transformer has gone over with a fine-tooth comb and meticulously refurbished according to the most stringent standards.
Transformer
We spare no
oil, yeah.
expense in the reconditioning process to ensure
Good.
quality products delivered on time, no hassle. That's the Maddox guarantee.
Cool. Great. Then if you can't fix it, you recycle the copper. Yeah, a lot of copper. I think it's got to be copper. Man, it could be aluminum, I suppose. Depends. High wire lines are. Look at this. Boom.
A YouTuber had his.
I mean, you believe this shit? Did you see this? This fucking idiot bails out of his plane and lets the plane crash. So what are you
pilot's license
doing?
revoked for crashing a plane
this.
on
There it
purpose. Trevor Jacob is a
And the GoPro survived. So holy shit.
snowboarder who represented the United States at the 2014 Sochi Olympics. He's got over 130,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel where
You know what he can't do anymore? Fly a plane. They took his license.
he posts his adventures.
Oh, you need a license?
It's a stunt from December 2021 that
Yeah.
has Jacob in hot water with the Federal Aviation Authority. In a video titled,
this.
I Crashed My Plane, Trevor is seen parachuting over the Los Padres National Forest in
I mean, do you believe
California.
the guys who know airplanes say you can land this plane. You don't have to bail out because your engine quit. The thing will you can do it.
Leaving his Taylorcraft BL-65 plane to crash
Now the problem is where the hell would you put it? There's probably a valley or something like over here you could probably land it, but it might be a rough landing, but I think you could do it.
without a pilot. Jacob says his engine stopped.
Uh-huh.
Holy, I'm over the mountains and I get out an engine out.
But he made no attempt to call air traffic control's emergency line or
Nothing.
restart the engine before bailing on the aircraft.
You think it was a stunt?
Fact that he was already wearing a parachute and that his selfie stick was in hand as he jumped had a lot of people wondering if
Uh-huh. You think?
this was staged,
You think? God.
including the FAA.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After an investigation,
Oh, right below him, there's a wash. You could probably do something here. There's a lake or something there. You could probably kind of come in there, but oh well.
the FAA revoked Trevor Jacobs' private pilot certification, citing in a letter to the YouTuber, your egregious and intentional actions on these dates indicate that you presently lack the degree of care, judgment, and responsibility required of a certificate holder.
Well, no shit.
The agency also
Oh my God.
says there were multiple areas within gliding range in which you could have made a safe landing.
Bingo. So I guess he needed views on his YouTube channel, so he crashed a plane. A perfectly good airplane. Mr. Pliskin. Hello. 15,000. Is that what he was at? Oh, jeez. Brother Chris Mitchell, the Emperor of Canada's here. Shinobi Wan Kenobi. Hello. Good to see you guys. I don't know if he's at 15,000 or not, Snake, but yeah, he looks like there's sufficient amount of altitude where you could glide somewhere. So yeah, obviously it was a freaking publicity stunt.
According to the FAA, Jacob recovered the cameras and disposed of the wreckage. If Trevor Jacob was looking for views, it worked. The
Yeah.
video has had over 1.7 million people watch it.
Oh my gosh.
This is Inside Edition Digital.
I mean, really? How much money do you make on YouTube where you crash a perfectly good airplane? I mean, airplanes aren't cheap, are they? Did he make that much in views? God. Unbelievable. Oh, should we do a little... Of course we shall. Because that's
what you dedicate your time to. And as the old saying goes, if you're not the man that that practice, say, 1,000 different kicks. If you're the man that practiced, one kick 1,000 times or mastered that, or one,
Looks like Colonel Sanders is on the stream tonight.
don't not necessarily say put all your eggs in one basket, but learn a little bit of everything, master one thing, and then you just keep at it. But if you're wasting your time,
it's called being a sponge, and you want to be like that. I teach that to my son all the time, especially growing up. Like even at 42, I can still learn. You never stop learning.
Hell, he's got more watchers than I do. You son of a bitch.
How much energy I'm willing to give to something based on my lifestyle and my goals. So
let me get the
one of the other reasons why this is such a good topic, and I'm glad you guys are here.
Video URL
is because
there you go.
If you guys didn't know this, my stat might be a little bit off, but well over 70% of people here in America live paycheck to paycheck and have $500 or less in their account.
Mm-hmm.
So they're one paycheck away of being like.
Hold up, guys! We're getting raided by the ginger hamster.
Oh, yeah.
You bastard!
What?
But yeah, I agree. People live paycheck to paycheck, and I just don't get it. Like, as a man going your own way, you should be able to set yourself up to where that doesn't happen. Like,
now
I don't have I make about $17 an hour. Nothing too crazy.
Fastback put a video up about driving something. Let's go for a ride. Let's do that. Oh, hey.
Hey, my big toe brothers.
Shit.
I'm out at the lake right now. We're at the cabin. So I'm going to take you guys for a ride. So let's
Goody.
go for a ride. Oh, just had a few beers, so take you down to the lake. All right. There she is, 1986 Honda. 4 tracks, 200S X. Oh, God.
Did you say 200S? Oh, you're such a bad boy. Okay. Let's go. All right.
Okay, here we go.
It's got a nice sound to it. Yeah. Did you turbocharge this one? Yeah.
We'll go around the cabin here.
At least it's not a Dodge. That's good. Is that? Oh, that's a lake over there. Oh, okay.
There's the lake.
Yeah.
We'll go down to the beach. We'll go down to the boat launch, see if we can get on the ice.
Oh, there's still ice on the thing.
All right.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Nice place. I stayed at a cat. Well, it was a lot smaller, but me and this chick went up to, where the hell did we go? Somewhere in Minnesota. And the cabin was about like this. And we were sitting. We left our shoes out on the porch because you don't want to get, muddy, whatever. We were hiking and shit. And sure as hell, a couple of foxes came and took our shoes. Seriously. We were actually sitting, and this fox just came right up, sat there on the deck. It's like, what the hell? Yeah. I guess they get acclimated to humans.
Here's my
It's like those damn raccoons. You start feeding them, you can't get rid of them.
John Deere plow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do a little gardening with that, yeah. Air conditioning, what do you need that for in Canada?
Go into this yard.
There's the shitter. Yeah.
Still got some snow out here, so that's cool.
Yeah, well, it's Canada.
It's melting fast, so.
Mosquitoes are probably out already, though.
There's my boat.
The boot.
My truck. Okay, let's go to the beach.
What, do you got to shift that thing? Wow.
See if we can fall through the ice.
that wouldn't be good. We'll go through here a little fast. Let's see if we can get to the lake here. There we go.
Nice,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Damn. Shit. I don't know if we can get on there or not.
Oh, come on. Don't be a girl. There's ice everywhere. Besides, that thing will float, eh? It's got tires.
Lord.
I don't know. I think we need more people. You guys want... Where the hell is Fastback? Oh, yeah. Hey, Colonel Sanders. What does he have to say? You and I, Cowboy, got to stop the hours of waffling. We scare people away from... Yeah. The air conditioning is for the snow melt, you silly hamster. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know it gets hot, even way up there in Saskatoon in the summer, at least for a couple of days. And well, I know it gets hot a long time. That's the big mythology that people have. If you don't live in the north, you think, oh my God, it's got to be cold all year round, eh? No, no. It stays cold a long time. It gets hot, and it gets really, really hot. Not too long, but it does get hot. Okay, let's go back.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, shit.
The size of your balls. Get out there.
Ooh, she's thin ice. Fuck, that's pretty thin, man. I don't know.
It's one of those glacial pothole lakes. It's only probably 3 feet deep anyway. I mean, it's not like you're going to...
Okay. Let's see. Oh, fuck if I fall through, man.
I mean, I wouldn't want that to happen, but it would be funny. It wouldn't... Oh, God.
I don't know what to do. She's thin, man. Shit. We'll go a little deeper. Why not?
What the hell? Go for it.
I think we're safe, guys. I don't really know, but we're going to try. Oh, fuck, those guys cleared everything out of there. Wow. Somebody's been busy. I don't even know how thick the ice is, guys, but holy...
It must be thick enough. You're not in the water yet.
Fuck. I hope I don't fall through, man.
License and registration, sir. I see you've been driving on the lake drinking beer. Hey.
Yeah, well.
Can't have that. Let's do a couple shit hooks out there. Let's spin that bitch around. Let's see what she's got.
What's life without a little risk?
Hey, that's what I'm thinking.
I think it's pretty thick. It's all...
Well, I mean, it's just...
open there.
I mean, look on the bright side. If you go through, you can go get the boat. Then you'll have a place to put the boat.
See where the ice fishermen were.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a nice little cabin over there. That's pretty nice.
We're on the lake, man.
April 22nd.
I just wanted to give you guys a shot at the cabin from the lake here. But
Is
don't
that-
fall through the ice.
Is that your cabin? Oh, that's nice.
We'll see.
Looks good. Yeah, that's a nice cabin.
That's all right. Yeah, we don't want to go near the edge.
No.
Shit. Yeah, this is dangerous. Don't do this. Don't do it.
Unless you've had sufficient amounts of beer. Hamster want a bacon. He's streaming. Want a bacon? What? What you talking about? What? Raid bacon. Bacon who? Which bacon? Bacon who? Baconator? Bacon master? Who? Bacon who? Ah, Saunders. Colonel Sanders says, I'd love to join, but I'm Island Stream. I know. We were there. We saw you jamming away. I suppose later on you'll be doing another live stream. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be awake. I got to work tomorrow.
You guys.
Damn it.
We are on the ice. Okay, there. I think I can get... Let me zoom in here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I can't really see. There's our cabin right there.
I see it.
That's where we just came from right there.
Nice.
Zoom in here. There we go. Cool, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What do your
I'm out
neighbors
late
think of
for
you
a
out
week
driving
for
around drunk on your four-wheeler?
I don't know, Sunday or Monday. That's our neighbor. I'm still zoomed in here. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I can't see my screen. There's a neighbor there.
There's a bunch of
This is
neighbors.
lot number 1 here.
Those people are probably saying, oh, God, Dak is here with his freaking four-wheeler out on the ice again.
I don't know. What should we do? Should we go on the ice somewhere? Let's go for a ride on the ice.
Might as well. We're here.
Let's see.
Whoops.
He's dead.
Is it going crunch?
We better turn around and get off.
Oh, at least do a couple of shit hooks or something. Ah, you got plenty of ice. You're fine. Although I have to admit it would be funny, but I hope it doesn't happen. I guess we'll see. Does he fall in? Nope. Good. Good.
I'll put it this way, guys. You ain't Canadian unless you fall through the ice twice. At least twice. I've fallen through a few times, but we're near the shore, so it won't be that deep.
Well, I mean, that's a glacial lake, right? So it can't be that deep, right? 5 feet, maybe? Whatever.
Here's the one which we just came off. It's still pretty thick, I think. I haven't fallen through yet, so...
Gun it.
You could probably go around the whole lake.
Probably, yeah.
There's a big crack.
Yeah, I saw that. There's like, it looked like there were some reeds or something popping through the lake as well. You got like aquatic vegetation.
Here's the one which we just came off. It's still pretty thick, I think. I haven't fallen through yet, so... You could probably go around the whole lake.
There, you see that? Almost looks like something's kind of popping up through the ice there. I'm not sure, but probably an empty beer can.
There's a big crack.
All right, let's see. Oh, well, we're going to get off the ice. Look at this guy.
Let's see.
Yeah?
Maybe we can see how thick it is. I don't know. Who knows? Well, me first here.
Oh, you are shifting that. Oh, cool. Most of them are all automatic nowadays, or you still have to shift them. I don't know. Look at this guy. There we go.
Stuck in the sand. All right, guys. I wouldn't mind moving out here permanently. Have to get some Wi-Fi out here though. But so this is called. If you guys want to know, it's Laurier Lake. It's about 2.5 hours northeast of Edmonton. I'm not sure how you spell it now. Laurier, Laurier Lake, Alberta. Probably the easiest way to find it if you Google Frog Lake and just look around Frog Lake, you'll see Laurier Lake, and that's.
Well, I think we're going to take that as a challenge, aren't we? Map. Let's see. Laurier Lake, Alberta. Lorelei Lake, Alberta. Is that it? No. Let's see. Oh, there's Edmonton. Okay. So you said 2.5 hours north of Edmonton. Smoky Lake. Oh, yeah. These are all glacial lakes up here. Yeah, that's just like Minnesota. Let's see, it said Frog Lake, huh? Yeah. Yeah, in case you guys don't know, the glaciers like carved out a bunch of lakes everywhere. Let's see, he said Frog Lake. AB Canada. Hey, where is it? There's Frog Lake. I thought he said northeast. That almost looks east. Okay. Frog Lake. So which one is his? There's Frog. Fishing Lake. Oh, okay. Alma Lake. Christopher Lake. Yeah. Basically, you get the same thing down here in like South Dakota. Where the hell are we at? Jesus, Canada's big. Good Lord. You get in this area, the Prairie Pothole region, they call it. You get the same kind of thing. You have all these little lakes carved out by the glaciers. Same up in Minnesota. Let's see, is that North Dakota? Yeah, that's North Dakota. These, same kind of thing right here. The land of 10,000 lakes, northern Minnesota. So it was the glaciers that done it. There's a big one up here. Is it Leech Lake's a big one, but there's another Red Lake. Where's that really big one? Is that it? Mille Lacs. Yeah, Mille Lacs. I guess that's Thousand Lakes Lake. The fun we have, I tell you. Bunch of weirdos up there in Canada. Hey, Laurier Lake. Fastac. Yeah, we're roasting you here a little bit. And we found you, though, up on, that was, let's see, Frog Lake. Go ahead. Oops. Geez, see, what did I do? I'm an idiot. Yeah. I'm almost out of beer. Oh, no. I'll have to go up to Laurier Lake and get some of the Fastax brewskis. All right, so there's Frog Lake. So which one is the one you were on? One of these guys over here? Some of them aren't marked. Ross Lake, Frog Lake. Yeah. Fishing Lake. Do you fish in Fishing Lake? Well, that looks like an old river there. Yeah, the glaciers really did a number. So let me see. There were some hills around that lake. So which one is? We better talk to. First Nation. They have a reservation up there. Okay. Frog Lake. Whitey Lakes Provincial Park. Oh God, how could you? What, Brandon? Hold down the fort for me. Are you there? Can you hear me? No? He just decided to call in for the hell of it. Now, there's a link, Dak, if you want to. What are you? Shut the hell up, Polska. Well, no, I do not know what a hill or a lake is because I'm not a geologist, so I can't really identify that. A bunch of weird people in this world. Big to Outlaw, I am here. Yes, you wearing pants? Great Lakes or glacial lakes, too. I don't think depth correlates with formation. Well, I can just tell you from the ones that I'm familiar with, there were a lot of these sort of really shallow lakes. They call them glacial lakes. It's, again, yeah, you're right. The Great Lakes are different, right? Those are really deep. But the ones like in the Dakotas and Canada and the provinces and whatever, Minnesota, they're really shallow. There's not a lot of depth through them. 10 feet, kind of 15 feet maybe. Yeah, they're really, and then typically, yeah, thanks for coming, Brandon. Appreciate that. I guess his audio wasn't working wherever the hell he is living. But no, I guess what I meant is that they were carved out of, with the glaciers carved them. Then when the glaciers receded, they filled in. They're typically not very deep, is I guess what my point was. So we don't know. Dak, do you know how deep your lake is up there? Probably not very deep. 10 feet maybe? Or what? The ones that get really deep are the ones that get dammed up, like in mountains and stuff. And somehow the glacier left a bunch of shit, and then it got dammed up. And then those tend to be pretty deep as well. Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Anyway, I'm going to go get a fresh beer. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.